Now on CoastTV News.
A cold start this morning with increasing clouds. A strong system to our west will bring rain, wind, and possibly severe weather our way later Wednesday. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up next.
Reaction to a referendum, that from property owners in the Indian River School District who may have to foot the bill if this goes forward later this month.
I'm here to protect property rights for myself and for my neighbors and my friends that I've met last couple months.
Stay limits set. You just heard one man's thoughts on Ocean City's new short-term rental policy that was approved last night. And we have the big change that will go into effect in 2 years.
Quiet time in the quiet resort. The updates being made to Fenwick Island's noise policy.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we continue with our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. It is Tuesday, March 4th, 2025.
And it is Fat Tuesday. And Elisa, that invokes so many things that can be considered unhealthy for you.
Exactly.
I'm thinking of you here to eat and drink unhealthy stuff.
It's nice of you to think of me. And you've actually been to New Orleans, but never for Mardi Gras.
I was at New Orleans. I was there during St. Patrick's Day. I didn't go there because of that. I went there because America's college basketball team, Penn State, was playing in the NCAA tournament. How'd you know?
Oh, okay.
And it happened to coincide with St. Patrick's Day weekend.
I see. Well, Bob, have you ever been to New Orleans? I have not.
I have not either myself. No, I have not had the pleasure, but I'm sure it's going to be pretty chaotic there later today with it being Mardi Gras. Closer to home, we're looking at chilly conditions this morning, not nearly as cold as yesterday. So we're a good 15, 20 degrees warmer this morning than yesterday morning at this time. 35 in Salisbury, 36 in Georgetown, 41 in Ocean City, and lower 40s up towards Rehoboth as the breezes are picking up out of the south right now and feels like temperature's still cold in the 30s to around 40 degrees, but not bitter cold like it was yesterday, as we are seeing some clouds moving through, and we're watching Arctic high pressure beginning to slide offshore now, and the winds will be picking up out of the southwest. That will warm us up today. In the meantime, we're watching a very vigorous system gathering strength across the plains, severe weather breaking out across the deep south, and this system could bring us severe weather tomorrow evening. But today, we're warming quickly through the 30s into the mid-40s by mid-morning. By noon, well, look at this, mid to upper 50s away from the coast, 40s at the beaches, colder there this afternoon, but inland upper 50s flirting with 60 degrees and not as bad as we go into the evening hours. If you're going for a run today, maybe run from south to north because those winds are coming from the south. They'll get gusty and we'll be warming up, and by noon we'll be in the mid-50s.
Thank you, Bob. Developing news in Sussex County as officials from the Indian River School District, they continue to make their case for the need of increasing property taxes. This is ahead of this month's referendum. A big pitch came in the form of a public meeting held last night in Ocean View. The needs being cited deals with growing operational costs along with teacher recruitment and retention. According to the district, the tax increase would be around $1.20 per $100 of assessed property value. And school district officials say that when you work that out, it comes to about $24 a month for the average taxpayer. Some people in the district that we spoke with are in favor of the increase.
The jobs of the future are going to require better and better education. So if that's a small sacrifice I can make, I'm willing to make it.
The next public meeting is March 12th. That'll be at the Indian River High School. The referendum vote in the district is March 20th.
New this morning, Delaware state officials will continue to investigate the cause of a Monday afternoon crash at a playground in Stonewater Creek. This is just off of Indian Mission Road in the Long Neck area. When crews arrived, they found a gray Chrysler minivan had crashed into a swing set. And according to the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company, no injuries are being reported.
I'm taking a live look at Ocean City. We're going to go near the border. Look at that spectacular shot. I just need to call everyone's attention.
Beautiful.
Take a look at your screen. That's a picture worth keeping. This is a view that's being shot. The camera's right off of the boardwalk, and it's the stores along that area. They're getting a look at today by town officials. New this morning, an update to an ordinance on regulating outdoor merchandise displays on the boardwalk. That will be reviewed, specifically definitions for this type of business promotion. The rules gained momentum last year in dealing with concern over the displays being placed too far out and creating obstacles for people walking on the boardwalk. The Ocean City Planning and Zoning Commission expected to review this at their meeting tonight with hopes of having a public hearing on March 18th.
Planning your Ocean City vacation could look a little bit different now. A minimum 5-day stay in the short-term rental area will now be required in some areas of the town. This comes after months of meetings, discussions, and public hearings. The rule applies to houses in the R1 and mobile home districts. Locals came out to the town council meeting ready to share their opinions.
The short-term restrictions would have generational impact in our family and our neighborhood.
I'm here to protect property rights for myself and for my neighbors and my friends that I've met over the last couple months.
Some locals who support the change say it would help prevent neighborhoods from turning into hotels, and the change will go into effect summer 2025 and summer 2026, and at the start of summer 2027, a 31-night minimum stay will be enforced.
Got an update to a story that we've been covering in Milton. This one's about paid parking options in the town. Last night, officials there discussed how to pay for a leased lot next to the Milton Historical Society, and this includes charging businesses for spots, parking meters, and also a parking impact fee. The issue will be revisited at a future joint meeting between the Parking and Finance Committees.
And some more details about the metered parking proposal in Milton. According to the town, metered parking would be seasonal. It would start from May 1st and end on October 31st, lasting 180 days per year. This option would require the town to hire parking enforcement, which would be from noon until 9 p.m. daily.
This does bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, should businesses pay for a parking fee?
And 73% of voters say no, 27% say yes. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at CoastTV.com or on our mobile app. And tonight, the culmination of a seasons-long celebration in New Orleans, as it is Mardi Gras. Parades have traveled up and down the streets of the Big Easy all weekend, holding festivities. Police have increased security measures after the New Year's attack. Some parades were canceled due to weather, but that did not stop people from taking to the streets anyways.
Happening today, Milford breaking ground on a project supporters say will boost jobs and economic growth. City officials are inviting the public to the Milford Corporate Center groundbreaking ceremony today. This is at 11. The business park is expected to bring new jobs and improve Milford's economy.
In Fenwick Island, you're going to need to be a little bit quieter as the town amended its noise ordinance. The two major updates include how loud people can be and what times. Noise around town is limited to 65 decibels or less during the day and 55 decibels or less during quiet hours. Fines for noise violations would be set at $200 per offense, and quiet hours now run from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m.
We're now taking a live look at our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., and tonight in that building on your screen, President Trump set to address a joint session of Congress talking about the actions he's taken in his first few weeks in office. And this comes as several important issues are top of mind. Overnight, new U.S. tariffs on imported goods, that took effect.
And the U.S. cut off military aid to Ukraine, and Democrat protests over government workers being fired are growing across the country. NBC's Alice Barr shows us how the impacts of these issues are progressing not only in the U.S. but around the world.
This morning, trade tensions ramping up with China announcing retaliatory tariffs on some U.S. food imports. Canada vowing similar steps in response to new U.S. tariffs that took effect overnight, including a blanket 25% tariff on all imported goods from Canada and Mexico and an additional 10% on Chinese imports.
What they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs.
American companies now bracing to eat added costs or pass them along to consumers. This Michigan auto parts producer imports 30% of its materials from Canada.
It means dramatically increased costs that we might not be able to recover.
At the same time, President Trump pausing military aid to Ukraine, according to two U.S. officials. After a public clash, the president asked what it would take to restart negotiations with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky toward a peace deal with Russia.
I just think he should be more appreciative because this country has stuck with them through thick and thin.
Democrats urging swift action.
Without our assistance, this gets very, very hard for the Ukrainians. And by the way, it gets easy for Russia. This is what Russia wants.
Democratic lawmakers also inviting fired federal workers to President Trump's address to Congress tonight. Erin Rehill lost her job with the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency after her boss assured her she was safe.
We have justified why you're vital to the organization.
She wants to put a face to the nation's federal workforce.
When you work for this country, you feel a pride in the work that you do.
As President Trump prepares to defend his vision for the country. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Yeah, coming up, parking pay changes the new way. Ocean City says visitors will have to pay to park. And what sparked this change?
Also, decision to demolish. We'll tell you about the future for what it holds for 100-year-old house and the produce stand that sits on the same property.
And business license conflict confusion. Why Dagsboro says it denied one local business to renew its license and how that owner is responding. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Imagine a home that truly reflects your unique style and sophistication. Welcome to Bay to Beach Builders. Step into the brand new Idea Home and Design Studio in Greenwood, where your dream home takes shape. Select every style, every color, and every detail. Our design specialists will guide you through every step. Experience the unmatched quality of Amish craftsmanship, blended seamlessly with modern design. And the best part, our homes are surprisingly affordable, starting at under $200,000. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
No strangers here, just friends you haven't met yet. With comfortable outdoor seating and an authentic Irish bar, Irish Eyes in Milton is a local favorite by the Broadkill River. Irish Eyes in Lewis with ample free parking, a gorgeous waterfront patio, extensive menu favorites, and the best happy hour on the water. Book our Lewis room for all of life's celebrations. With a lovely panoramic view, in-house chef, and a professional team to make your next event one to remember. Find out more at irisheyespub.com.
You're good. I have your lunchbox. Yes,
Mornings can be a bit hectic. But what if your morning was just easier? At Wawa, it is. With everything you need to get your day moving.
Hi. Have a good one.
All we ask is that you hold the door. Mornings made easy. Gotta have a Wawa.
At East Coast Campers and More, we believe that having a camper is about enjoying the adventure, time with the family, and your escape to nature. From the buying journey to seamless setup, we've got you covered, walking you through every step, making sure you're spending the most time enjoying what's out there. If you need us after setting up, our mobile RV medics will come to you providing the highest quality of services and repairs. Come start your adventure in Frankfort, Delaware at East Coast Campers and More.
It is 6:12 on this Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam in Dover, 37. Cold morning, but not bitterly cold like yesterday morning. We've got mid to upper 30s inland, even 32 in Redden. A little milder at the beaches with lower 40s there. Southerly winds are picking up. That'll be the case today, as feels like temperatures right now in the 30s, not too bad. With clouds increasing, we've got high pressure sliding offshore, and that will allow a southwest wind to kick in, and we will warm up today. Good day to wash the car. I do that today because tomorrow, not so good with the rain and the wind and the potential for storms in the evening, and then improving conditions for the car wash on Thursday.
Bob, big changes could be coming to Route 24 near Beacon Middle School in Lewis. A development project is moving forward, and on your screen is that location. Plans for the site, known as Bellmead Farm, include 480 rental units and 125,000 square feet of rental space. There is a public hearing set for March 19th at 5 p.m. at the Sussex County Administration offices in Georgetown.
A local restaurant in Dagsboro will not be getting its business license renewed. The town council recently denied La Dama Mexican Restaurant's renewal request. The owner there says she is confused, also upset about this decision.
I always renew, pay a fee because it's a late renewal, and you pay a fee and they issue a new one with any other problems. But this time it was different.
In a statement, Dagsboro Mayor Bill Chandler says this happened because of repeated and undisputed violations of state laws and regulations as well as town ordinances.
Serena Williams has gone from the tennis court to the basketball court. The legendary tennis star is now a team owner in the WNBA. Williams will be a part of the Toronto Tempo, an expansion franchise scheduled to debut in 2026. Her role will include merchandise collaborations and jersey designs.
Well, as we learned last hour, this next story does not affect Elisa. Starbucks is trimming its menu, and Monday it got rid of 13 different drinks. These include the iced lemonade, white hot chocolate, and the Royal English breakfast latte. In a statement, Starbucks said most of these drinks, they aren't especially big sellers, and they do take longer than usual to make.
And still ahead, decision to demolish. We'll tell you what could come of a produce stand as a home on the same land is set to be knocked down.
We're seeing some clouds building in on the Irish Eyes, Cam and Lewis. Some blue skies too, 39 degrees there. And we will start a warm up today. The winds pick up too. A yellow alert is in effect for Wednesday for gusty winds, possible severe weather into the evening hours. I'll have your forecast details in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV News can be heard on 93.5 The Beach.
When choosing a granite countertop, choose one for real life and beauty. No matter what life throws at them, they'll look beautiful forever. Ancient Art Stone invites you to discover the affordability of granite and upgrade your home to the beautiful works of art from Ancient Art Stone. Centrally located in Milford, Delaware, serving all of Delmarva to make your dreams a reality. Visit us and allow our devoted professionals to craft, fabricate, and install a superior finished product that will transform your home into a work of art.
Are you suffering from hair loss? Maybe you need to cut a few pounds. Ready to start dating again? Well, here at East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air, we can help you with none of that.
But what we can help you with is plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, tub and showers, water heaters, air conditioning, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and sewer and water main replacements. Stop dealing with chamois that don't work and call Delmarva's top service provider.
East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Or find us online at eastcoastplumbing247.com. Forget about it.
Transform your outdoor space with Tide Pool Construction on Delmarva, your neighborhood contractor. Serving Salisbury, Ocean Pines, and Ocean City, our composite decks offer durability, customizability, and no maintenance. Upgrade your home now with our new high-quality screened-in porches. Don't wait. Act now and purchase any deck to receive a free outdoor heater.
At Tide Pool Construction, quality and community is our foundation. Let's build something great together.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Give your home that brand new house feel with a spring refresh from Spicer Brothers Construction. From top quality roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutters, we can handle all your exterior renovations installed by professional experts, built to last a lifetime.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you can have total peace of mind. Right now, save 25% on your entire Refresh Your Home project. Plus, with our Home Shield Protection Package, know your home is covered year-round.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
We're at 6:17 on this Tuesday morning, and you're looking live at the scene. It's just a little bit before sunrise there along the canal in Lewis. Warmer and windier. Feel free to steal that one, Bob.
Is there a hidden message in there? Okay. Went right over my head. Right. We're looking at our storyline today. It is breezy as we go through the day. Those winds picking up at least 25 miles per hour later today. Then Wednesday is a yellow alert day for rain and wind, strong winds over 40 miles per hour, maybe even stronger into the evening with a cold front, as we'll be tracking thunderstorms at that time. But right now, out the door, much warmer than it was yesterday at this time, with 30s, inland areas 35 in Salisbury, 36 in Georgetown, Milton 36, 41 in Ocean Pines, and 41 in Rehoboth. Winds are beginning to pick up out of the south now, so feels like temperatures around 30 in Georgetown and Salisbury, and then mid-30s to lower 40s elsewhere. So definitely want to bundle up this morning, but not as bitterly cold as yesterday at this time. As we're watching some clouds moving through, we'll call it partly cloudy as Arctic high pressure is sliding offshore, and the return flow around that high, we're coming out of the southwest, so we'll be warming up today. But here's the big story. Low pressure churning across the central plains right now. In the warm sector, it's kicking off severe weather now around the Dallas area up into eastern Kansas. And this will be sliding to the east, probably making for a stormy Mardi Gras in Louisiana. And we could be looking at a tornado outbreak later today, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Arkansas as well, as this system will be tracking towards the Great Lakes. But as the cold front heads our way, we could be looking at stormy weather ourselves as we go into tomorrow evening. We're warming up quickly today through the 40s this morning. Here's noon on Futurecast, mid to upper 50s, but cooler at the beaches. Close to 60 inland areas later today, but cooler at the coast. And then this evening and tonight, not as cold as the winds are coming in out of the south and we have some cloud cover. By tomorrow morning, we're in the 50s. Those winds really ramping up through the morning hours, really gusty. Make sure you secure those outdoor items. Then here come the showers, 2:30 in the afternoon. Then by 4 o'clock, heavier showers. And with the cold front, see this red area, that could be a line of strong to possibly severe thunderstorms moving towards the coast tomorrow evening. Then I think we should be done with it as we go through Wednesday evening. We are at a level 2 risk of seeing severe weather. That is a slight risk. I think the main threat would be some damaging winds locally with some of those storms tomorrow evening. As we're looking at those winds gusting 40 to maybe 50 miles per hour, especially around thunderstorms tomorrow evening. Then we'll see those winds shifting to the northwest, and it does cool off into Thursday. Could see maybe about a ½ inch to about 3/4 of an inch of rain. Really depends on who will see those heavier storms and heavier rain tomorrow evening. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. Mild the next couple of days. There's a yellow alert, especially for later Wednesday, 62 for some storms that could be severe. And then cooling into the 50s for the end of the week. I think we stay dry into the weekend. Clocks go ahead 1 hour as we go to daylight saving time Sunday morning, a high of 50 there, then 54 with sunshine by Monday.
Bob, if you've driven down Route 1 near Slaughter Beach, you may have seen this old brown farmhouse. The over 100-year-old house is being demolished this year, and the man who leases the property says it's just too old for repair. The produce stand on the land is being fully revitalized with the goal of being open by the summer, and a big portion of that will be transformed into an area for children's games and activities.
Fortunately enough, it's not going to be a development apparently, and if it is going to be a kids center for the youth, then we need that because we have very little around here for the youth that they could go to.
Yeah, some ideas for the land include a treehouse, a water slide, and even a remote control racetrack.
Up next on CoastTV News Today, parking pay changes. We'll tell you why. If you want to park in Ocean City, you'll always need to have your smartphone. Don't go anywhere.
Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app today.
Avoid the nightmare of mold. Did you know, after a water-related event, mold can begin to grow within 48 hours? If this happens in your home or business, first thoroughly clean and dry the affected area, then increase airflow and decrease relative humidity. Or just call Riptide Restoration, your trusted mold remediation experts on Delmarva, to professionally treat and remove the mold and restore your home as if it never happened.
For more information, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
I've been doing refractive eye surgery, including LASIK, for 20 years now. So I've seen and been a part of the advances firsthand, like the addition of femto laser, which made the procedure completely bladeless. We've done over 2,000 of these procedures. So as surgeons, we advance too. With access to more advanced instruments and techniques, we get safer and more predictable results. And you can get advanced LASIK surgery right here on Delmarva.
For more about Chesapeake Eye, visit delmarvaexperts.com.
Winter is here and it's time to stay cozy. But is your heating system ready to play its part? Don't roll the dice on comfort or safety. Call FH Fur for our $69 heating maintenance and safety inspection. We'll fine-tune your system so it's ready to tackle winter's chill, no sweat, or shivers. With nearly 40 years of trusted service, FH Fur Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical are the pros who've seen and fixed it all.
877-GOLFER, FHFur.com.
Welcome to Beach Barrels. No matter where you're from, everyone is a local. Fun times and good vibes await with a wide variety of craft brews, plus our award-winning Primo Hoagies made fresh daily. Dance the night away at the best live music venue in Ocean City. And there's never a bad seat to catch your favorite sports team. Dine in or relax on our outside deck with comfortable seating and beautiful palm trees for a cozy, tropical atmosphere. Beach Barrels open 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. at 132nd and Coastal Highway.
In Ocean City, the council has decided to replace paid parking kiosks with an app and without meters. This means you're always going to have your phone on you if you want to pay for parking. According to the town manager, the current kiosks are at the end of their lifespan and the money to replace them is quite a lot, which is why they will start to phase them out, except for the ones at the inlet. Locals say it may take some time for some to get used to.
At least at the beginning, if they would have, for instance, like a self-checkout line in the grocery store where there's usually somebody there to help if you need it, that would be great.
And according to the Ocean City manager, you can expect new signs and fewer kiosks in the town before April 1st. And Matt Bob has been saying we're expecting, heavier winds today, especially tomorrow. If you have a Penn State flag in front of your house, I would hate to see it get damaged, so you should probably take it inside.
As would I.
Yeah.
And I know you would hate to see it damaged.
Terrible.
You'd probably like to see it inside as well.
Yes.
Sadly, there is no reason to fly a flag like that today, Bob.
At least I want to see that Penn State flag in tatters. That's the truth. That is the absolute truth. Yeah, you want to secure the outdoor items. We do have a gale warning goes into effect later today for the Atlantic Ocean, Delaware Bay, and inland bays as well. We're going to be seeing very gusty winds as we go into tomorrow. Today, Assateague and Chincoteague warming into the upper 40s and lower 50s with a mix of sun and clouds, building seas as well. Fenwick Island and Ocean City, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds with temperatures into the 40s and low 50s. On the bay side, dry today, but windy and stormy as we go into Wednesday evening, 62 there, drier Thursday. And then for Crisfield, mid-50s today. Could be a little stormy for you Wednesday evening and then drying out on Thursday. I'll have more on that yellow alert that could bring maybe some stormy weather into tomorrow evening coming up a little bit later on.
The break on CoastTV News today, rental regulations passed. We'll show you the debate that ended in defeat for protesters of a new minimum stay in Ocean City.
Also discussing on outdoor displays, the potential updates to an ordinance that are being reviewed for boardwalk businesses in Ocean City.
And referendum for retention. We'll tell you everything the Indian River School District wants to accomplish with a referendum set to go for a vote this month. CoastTV News today. We'll be right back.
Pollen. It can ruin your screen porch and your furniture. You can clean it, but you'll be cleaning it a lot. With the porch protection system, you can use your screen porch year-round, pollen-free. The PPS system is marine grade and custom-made just for your porch. We provide quick turnaround, quick installation, and 20 fabric colors to choose from. So call us today for a free estimate, so you can start enjoying your screen porch year-round, no matter the weather.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Expert Wire is growing. With our new location now open in West Ocean City, Maryland, we're ready to power your homes and businesses in Ocean City, Ocean Pines, Berlin, and beyond. Need an upgrade? Whether it's a panel replacement, lighting installation, or smart home setup, we've got you covered. From new installations to emergency repairs, Expert Wire has you covered with fast, reliable service that keeps your home running smoothly. Call Expert Wire today or visit expertwire247.com. Leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day.
Is your energy bill punching you in the gut? At Chagrin Home Comfort Products, we can help you fight back with the latest energy-efficient heating and air conditioning systems, tankless water heaters, and gas fireplaces, all designed to keep your home comfortable while lowering your energy cost. Take control of your electric bill today. Stop in our state-of-the-art showroom in the Midway Shopping Center in Rehoboth or give us a call at 302-644-7700. Chagrin Home Comfort Products, home comfort you can count on.
Did you know that Homewell Care Services provides more than just care to seniors? Sometimes even a caretaker needs caregiving. That's why Homewell Care Services provides flexible options to help you foster a more balanced home environment. Whether you need long-term support or are recovering from a recent injury or illness, Homewell creates a personalized plan for you. Our staff is committed to providing exceptional care to clients ages 18 and up and prioritizing peace of mind. Call Homewell Care Services today or visit homewellcares.com to learn more.
Now on CoastTV News.
A cold start this morning with increasing clouds with a stronger storm system to our west. This will bring rain, wind, and possibly severe storms later Wednesday. I'll track it on Futurecast coming up next.
Shutting down short stays. What we're expecting in new rules in Ocean City for some Airbnbs, but we also look at the big change that's coming in 2 years.
Boardwalk display regulations, another policy in Ocean City. What is being reviewed today by town officials?
School budget battle, the aftermath from Monday night's Indian River School District meeting on the proposed referendum.
This is Coast TV News Today.
March 4th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
Time is 6:30. We're Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesdays today, and one of those traditions we were talking about is the king cake. I've never had one of these.
I never had either, but you said you were going to wear your beads today.
I do have beads at home when I was in New Orleans from that trip that we talked about.
Come on, Matt. You could have worn them.
I know.
It would have
I
looked
could
really
have.
nice. You let Bob and I down. Bob, weren't we excited to see that?
Sorry, Bob.
Come
Maybe
on.
next year.
Yeah. I have beads too, and my wife brought home that king cake one time, and it almost tastes like a jelly donut, maybe without the jelly, kind of sugary cake. Very interesting cake. All right, temperature-wise, we're looking at 30s out the door this morning, inland areas. A far cry from yesterday. We had teens and 20s and low 40s at the coast, and the winds are beginning to pick up out of the south. That will warm us up today, but it's feeling like 30s to even low 40s in Rehoboth right now. So make sure you bundle up out the door. It's not that bitter cold like we saw yesterday. We are seeing some clouds rolling through, and that Arctic high that gave us two really cold days is now sliding offshore. We're getting into a southwesterly flow around that high, warming up. And here's the big storm across the plains, prompting severe weather across Texas right now, and that system will be heading our way tomorrow, giving us some strong winds as we go into the evening hours, but not today. It does get breezy and it warms up into the 50s by noon inland areas, 40s at the coast. You're a little cooler into the afternoon there. Some places inland close to 60 as we head into the afternoon. For the kiddos off to the bus stop, still need that heavy jacket, cold and dry, 37, and then heading home 58 degrees. It will be breezy and warmer at that time.
Thank you, Bob. Developing news in Sussex County as officials from the Indian River School District continue to make their case for the need of increasing property taxes. Ahead of this month's referendum, a big pitch came in the form of a public meeting held last night in Ocean View. The needs being cited deals with growing operational costs along with teacher recruitment and retention. According to the district, the tax increase would be around $1 per $20 of $100 of assessed property value. The next public meeting is March 12th at the Indian River High School, and that referendum vote is scheduled for March 20th.
Happening tonight, an update on a story that we've been covering for close to a year. Ocean City officials are looking at clarifying definitions for outdoor merchandise displays on the boardwalk. The rules gained momentum in 2024 that dealt with concern over the displays, creating obstacles for people walking on the boardwalk. They placed these displays too far out from the store, and the Ocean City Planning and Zoning Commission is expected to review this at their meeting.
Planning your Ocean City vacation could look a little different now. A minimum 5-day stay and a short-term rental will now be required in some areas of the town.
This comes after months of meetings, discussions, public hearings. Coast TV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us how people living in the beach town are reacting to this change.
A short stay or a long layover. That's what has been discussed for months now in Ocean City. And Monday night, the town council looked to finally make an official decision on short-term rental regulations.
The short-term restrictions would have generational impact in our family and our neighborhood.
The meeting packed with locals ready to share their opinions. Most homeowners in Ocean City are not in favor of having regulations.
They're restricting our rights so they can bring more profits to the hotels. Again, that's unwarranted and unjust.
Robert Knauer lives in Ocean City and was one of the protesters outside the building before the meeting started.
I'm here to protect property rights for myself and for my neighbors and my friends that I've met over the last couple months, because this is not right what they're doing and it's unfair.
The ordinance discussed at the meeting was to require homeowners to have a 5-night minimum stay for houses in the R1 and MH districts for the summer of 2025 and summer of 2026. At the start of 2027, a 31-night minimum stay will be enforced. Sue and David Solid agree with Robert and say these restrictions would hurt the future of their home completely.
When we're no longer able to live in our house, our son may not be able to maintain it. without renting it would be forced to sell it rather than keeping our home in our family, which was our intention when we bought it.
We spoke with people off camera who do want to see these regulations in place, and they tell us it's because they don't want their neighborhoods turning into something like that big building right there with the bright blue sign, like a hotel. They say the inconsistency from people coming in and out of their neighborhoods, mixed with too much noise, has gotten to be too much. An issue continuing to divide the town of Ocean City. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
People in Milton will have to wait a little longer to find out if parking changes are coming to the town. Officials discussed 3 possible payment options, including charging businesses for spots, parking meters, and a parking impact fee. The issue will be revisited at a future joint meeting between the parking and the finance committees.
Tonight, the culmination of seasons-long celebration in New Orleans. It's at Mardi Gras. Parades have traveled up and down the streets of the Big Easy all weekend, with holding the final festivities tonight. Police have increased security measures after the New Year's attack. Now, some of parades were canceled, but that was due to weather. However, that weather did not stop people from taking to the streets anyway.
Happening today, Milford is breaking ground on a project supporters say will boost jobs and economic growth. City officials are inviting the public to the Milford Corporate Center groundbreaking ceremony today at 11 a.m. The business park is expected to bring new jobs and improve the city's community.
In Fenwick Island, you have to be a little quieter as the town amended its noise ordinance. The 2 big updates here include how loud people can be and also at what times. Noise around town, that's limited to 65 decibels or less during the day, drops down to 55 or less during quiet hours. Fines for noise violations, that is set at $200 per offense, and the quiet hours now run from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m.
We are now taking a live look at our nation's capital. And just a few blocks from here is the White House, where an official confirms President Donald Trump is pausing military aid to Ukraine. An official says the freeze could last until the country commits to peace talks. Analysts say this could be devastating for that country eventually. And according to officials, Trump and his senior aides want Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky to acknowledge last Friday's heated Oval Office dispute. They say Zelensky's response could be in the form of a public apology.
You are looking at basically cascading effects that could have a major impact on the ability of the Ukrainians to conduct the war.
Analysts say Ukraine has enough in its stockpiles to sustain its current fighting pace for a few weeks. It has support from Europe, but gets most of its advanced weapons from the United States.
Still have a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up on CoastTV News, abortion assurance. We'll tell you what it will take for one Delaware lawmaker to get their proposed abortions protected heard in Legislative Hall.
Also, a chance to advance the Monday night down-to-the-wire action in the Maryland girls basketball state tournament.
And call for college funding in Maryland. We'll tell you why some Maryland lawmakers say UMES deserves millions from the state. Stay with us on CoastTV News today.
Give your home that brand new house feel with a spring refresh from Spicer Brothers Construction. From top quality roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutters, we can handle all your exterior renovations, installed by professional experts, built to last a lifetime.
And with our price match guarantee and done right guarantee, you can have total peace of mind. Right now, save 25% on your entire Refresh Your Home project. Plus, with our Home Shield Protection Package, know your home is covered year-round.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Don't miss the Delaware Resorts Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 8th at Cape and Lopin High. Admission is free, so bring the family and tell your friends. Enjoy a full array of health, fitness, and leisure activities, physical therapy, health food, home products, and services. And BB Healthcare is offering free screenings. Don't miss the free Health, Fitness, and Leisure Expo, March 8th, 9 to 4 at Cape and Lopin High in Lewis.
Your smile is your first impression, so make it an unforgettable one. At Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury, we specialize in creating beautiful smiles. Whether you're looking for a routine exam, cosmetic upgrade, or advanced dental care, we deliver the future of dentistry with a personal touch. We are transforming how oral care is delivered through advanced technology and personalized treatments. Call today and schedule your new smile consultation. Miles of Smiles Cosmetic of Salisbury. Beautiful smiles for a healthy lifestyle.
There's much to do and so much to see in the naturally charming towns of Maryland's coast. Worcester County, Pocomoke City offers a quaint downtown area with waterfront dining. Snow Hill, located on the Pocomoke River. Berlin, filled with unique shops and farm-to-table restaurants. Ocean Pines with community parks. Ocean City with 10 miles of beach coastline. And Assateague Island National Seashore with beautiful beaches and wild ponies. Discover all there is to do and see in Maryland's naturally charming towns. Go to visitmarylandscoast.org.
6:38, and ooh, look at this pretty sunrise on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp 37 in Laurel. Days getting longer and longer. We're in the 30s and 40s this morning, so it is warming up. We're seeing a southerly breeze, and that will get stronger throughout the day. Right now, it feels like temperatures in the 30s to lower 40s, so still have to layer up and bundle up out there as we're looking at some clouds moving through. We'll call it partly cloudy. We'll be warming up with a southwesterly flow as we head through the day. Here's your DriveCast. Gave it the green light this morning. Dry and cold, not bitterly cold. Good visibility throughout the day, and the same for this evening. I gave it the green light, breezy and warmer there. In case you missed it earlier, Donald Layton from Laurel is our umbrella winner today, and that's courtesy of Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling and CoastTV.
Thanks, Bob. You are looking at Cedar Beach Road now. This is between Lighthouse Road and Marina Lane near Slaughter Beach. And DelDOT says this road is closed. It's due to a mechanical issue. As you can see, there's a drawbridge there. And also on your screen now, we're going to show you the general area of this closure. Right now, no timeline for when the road will reopen.
Some Maryland lawmakers are pushing to address a funding disparity for historically black colleges and universities. That includes the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. When many HBCUs were formed in the late 1800s, they were given land but not equal funding. So a Prince George's County delegate is proposing the state pay UMES $5 million for every year for the next 89 years, totaling more than $321 million. University President Heidi Anderson says this is a solution years in the making.
This became a really important story probably 3 years ago in our country, right after COVID. Several reporters started focusing on the fact that you have 19 institutions that are in that situation, where they are the land grant 1890 of their state, and yet they're not getting the funding.
This push comes as Maryland is in the midst of a $3 billion budget deficit.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. We saw a few upsets in the semifinals of the Maryland Girls Basketball Region Finals, starting with Kent Island taking on Y-High. Third quarter, gorgeous pass from Sydney Priska to Michaela Thomas, who gets the easy finish. KI up 35-31. The Bucks taking control of this game after Priska attempts the three-pointer. It's Lacey Dawsis who gets the rebound and hits the buzzer beater to make it a 40-35 Bucks lead. Heading into the final quarter, 5:15 to go in the game, KI with a lead, but it's Trinity Purnell of Y-High who sinks the triple to close in 45-39. The Tribe on a run now, and the rebound from Sayla Foreman, who finds alone Breeza Hall down the court, who gets the easy layup. Y-High ahead 46-45. The Bucks down 2 points now, need a spark. Armani Black gets the rebound off the miss and finds Abigail Staton for the three. She knocks it down to take a 50-49 lead. After some late game chaos, Dawes finds a wide open Priska who gets the layup and to make it a 3-point game. Y-High has a chance to tie it, but Foreman's three cannot find the net. A rebound by Dawes seals the game away. KI upsets Y-High 52-49 to the 3A Girls Basketball Region Semifinals. The trilogy of Stephen Decatur and Bennett ends in favor of the Seahawks 63-59. Decatur advances to the East Region Finals to take on South River for a chance to advance to the state quarterfinals. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
And coming up tonight on DSN, 8:30, it's professional indoor soccer as the Salisbury Stakes take on Arsenal. And then catch a recap of all of tonight's action on the final score at 10:30.
Today in entertainment news, an Oscar winner sets a record and an auction house sets prices on some special movie memorabilia. David Daniel has the details in our Hollywood Minute.
What do you think? It's unusual, even for you.
The Brutalist, winner of 3 Academy Awards, runs more than 3.5 hours. So maybe it should be no surprise its star, Adrian Brody, gave a long Oscar speech. In fact, Brody's acceptance of his Best Actor trophy lasted 5 minutes 40 seconds. According to Guinness World Records, the longest Oscar speech ever. You can't buy an Oscar, but other pieces of Hollywood history are up for sale. Prop Store's latest entertainment auction includes the Medal of Yavin, which Princess Leia gave to Luke Skywalker at the end of Star Wars. It's expected to fetch up to $600,000. And Chewbacca's bowcaster from the original Star Wars trilogy could go for up to $500,000.
Hi, Sandy. Oh, hi.
If Greece is more your style, Danny Zuko's T-Birds leather jacket is on the block, estimated to bring in up to $200,000. And Sandy Olsen's dress from that Frosty Palace scene could bring in up to $60,000. The auction runs March 26th through the 28th. Details at propstoreauction.com. Hitting the malt shop in Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
If you're having a rough week, you can cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from CoastTV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. You can sign up right now for free at coasttv.com and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday. And now here's a look at what's coming up today on Coast Life.
Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday, Delmarva. Here's what's coming up today on Coast Life. Because it's Tuesday, we've got another great debate for you.
Debate. And we're going to be talking with the Milton Arts Guild. They've got some great stuff going over there, and we're going to show you why they need your help.
And March is Women's Month, and we're going to be celebrating Celebrate La Femme, an event coming up at the end of the month. We'll give you all of those details and so much more today on Coast Life.
We're seeing dry and chilly conditions this morning in Dover on the Bay Health Cam, 37 degrees, and we're going to start a warm-up today. The winds pick up as well. A yellow alert is in effect for later Wednesday with gusty winds and possible severe weather. I'll have your complete forecast details coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices.
Transform your bathroom from ordinary to stunning in a snap with Shower Glass. At Shower Glass, we provide fast turnaround time, professional installation, and a lifetime warranty. Our pricing is competitive. We don't need a copy of someone else's quote to get you the best possible price. Now you can replace your curtain with a semi-frameless shower door starting at $13.50. Shower Glass, it's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
Warm spring days are just around the corner, and Tyndall's Casual Furniture has everything you need to create your perfect outdoor escape. Explore the latest styles in outdoor furniture arriving now, or plan your dream oasis with custom orders guaranteed for spring delivery. All in-stock furniture is on sale, featuring top brands like Pollywood, Casual Comfort, and Telescope, proudly made in the USA. Visit us in Laura or Lewis, or check out our new location in Frankfort, Delaware, opening soon. We're ready to help you transform your outdoor space. Tyndall's Casual Furniture, Delmarva's outdoor furniture experts.
Are you suffering from hair loss? Maybe you need to cut a few pounds. Ready to start dating again? Well, here at East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air, we can help you with none of that.
But what we can help you with is plumbing repairs, drain cleaning, tub and showers, water heaters, air conditioning, heat pumps, gas furnaces, and sewer and water main replacements. Stop dealing with chamois that don't work and call Delmarva's top service provider.
East Coast Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Or find us online at eastcoastplumbing247.com. Forget about it.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows you can't always plan when you'll need us. That's why Coastal Comfort technicians are dedicated experts. Early mornings to late nights, cold or hot weather, day in and day out, delivering quality service when you need them. Reliable, trustworthy, always here for you. Experience the Coastal Comfort difference. Call us or visit coastalcomfort.com to schedule your appointment today. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The time is now 6:47, and we are taking a live look outside at Rehoboth Beach this morning. Bob, I don't think I had as good of a sunrise as you had before, Bob. I was excited. And
Sorry.
Wow, I thought it was going to be better than you, Bob, but
The
no
weather
one
guy
is
gets-
better than you, Bob.
I get preferential treatment. I'm sorry. I get better sunrises. They're trying to find you a better sunrise. All right. Good morning, everybody. We are looking at a breezy day on the way for Delmarva. Winds picking up today over 25 miles per hour. That's on the storyline. And then stormy perhaps tomorrow evening. There's a yellow alert for rain and wind. Possible severe weather from about 4 p.m. till 7 p.m. More on that coming up. It's chilly out there this morning, but not nearly as bitterly cold as it was yesterday. We were in the teens and 20s. This morning we're in the 30s, mid to upper 30s inland, lower 40s at the coast. And we've got a southerly breeze that's picking up, and that will will continue throughout the day, and we'll start the warming process. We've already started that. 41 in Rehoboth, 30 in Georgetown, 34 in Redden and Delmar, 37. As we're seeing some blue skies and some clouds as well, as that Arctic high pressure that gave us brutally cold weather for a couple of days is moving offshore. We're getting into a southwesterly flow, and here's the big weather story. Intense low pressure across the nation's midsection, and we're looking at severe weather now across Texas back into eastern Kansas. This will be moving to the east today. Could be making for a stormy time near Louisiana into New Orleans, maybe a rough Mardi Gras for them. In fact, we could be looking at a tornado outbreak in Arkansas, back through Mississippi and Alabama, and then back into Louisiana as well as we go through the day. We'll be watching low pressure tracking towards the Great Lakes, and then that stormy weather translates to the east. It'll be in a modified fashion, but we could be looking at damaging winds into tomorrow evening. As we're looking at temperatures quickly warming up today as the winds are picking up out of the southwest. By noon, we're into the mid to upper 50s, 40s and 50s at the coast, close to 60 inland areas later today, and then through the overnight, not as chilly because we have a southerly breeze and some cloud cover. By tomorrow morning, we're in the 40s and 50s, and you see the arrows, yellow to orange, indicating very strong winds coming out of the southeast on Wednesday. Then we'll start to see showers into the afternoon, and then make sure you're keeping an eye to the sky by about 4 o'clock as heavier thunderstorms could be rolling through. Of course, tomorrow's Ash Wednesday. A lot of folks may be out for services at that time, so keep an eye to the sky and have the CoastTV weather app. We could be looking at heavy thunderstorms near the coast with damaging winds possible, and then I think that activity will end later in the evening. We do have a level 2 risk, an isolated chance, or at least a slight risk of seeing severe weather. Mainly damaging winds will be the main threat as we're looking at these winds really ramping up into the afternoon, 40 to maybe 50 miles per hour, locally higher near some of those thunderstorms into the evening hours. Then those winds will die down and shift to the north and west, and we will be looking at rainfall amounts maybe about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch with this system. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 59 today, and then we are watching for that severe threat tomorrow evening. That's why we have a yellow alert tomorrow, 62. Cooling into the 50s after that, drying out end of the week and into the weekend. Clocks go ahead 1 hour Sunday morning as we keep it dry and seasonable into early next week.
Thank you, Bob. And a major debate at Legislative Hall in Dover over reproductive rights. Senate Bill 5, a proposed amendment, seeks to secure reproductive rights within Delaware's Constitution. While reproductive rights are currently protected by Delaware law, the bill's sponsor, a Senate Democrat, argues that enshrining these rights in the state constitution is needed now more than ever. But there is pushback from the other side of the aisle.
Reproductive rights are an extremely important part of personal liberties. It doesn't really get more fundamental than that. And the most protective we can be of them, the most respectful and protective we can be, is to put it in the Constitution.
I don't think that we need this additional step. As a matter of fact, I'd like to reverse it, that we forbid abortions in Delaware.
Townsend will need to get enough votes to get it out to the committee before it is heard on the floor. And the time is now 6:51, so we are going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Okay, with this being Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, and all that, today's coastal pet of the day is getting ready for tonight's celebration. Let's check out Benny there on your screen. He's all ready for Mardi Gras. And as always, Elisa, Benny was submitted to us by Tammy and Seaford.
And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
Yeah, that QR code there, scan that to get your friends to us here, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
We're seeing a pretty sunrise on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Can. A little bouncy out there. 37 in Laurel as the winds are starting to pick up, and that'll happen more so during the day. We'll start to warm up as well. Then a yellow alert in effect for Wednesday for gusty winds, possible severe weather, and then cooler and quieter to end the week. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
Welcome to Sea Level Designs. Come visit us for an extraordinary selection of nautical gifts and decor for your home. Choose from thousands of coastal home accessories, including pillows, accent furniture, lamps, indoor-outdoor rugs, wall decor, and so much more. Whether you live by the beach or just dream of ocean breezes, we have something for everyone in every price range. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook to keep up with our constantly changing inventory. Sea Level Designs, open year-round in Bethany Beach.
Welcome to Farmhouse Pet Lodge, your pet's home away from home. Our state-of-the-art secure lodge offers exceptional care for dogs, cats, and other pets. For daycare or boarding with private suites, custom food prep, UV air filtration, centralized disinfection, and 24/7 care. Your pet will be safe, healthy, and happy. Book now and get 10% off your first stay. Ask about our grooming services and tailored training programs. Give your furry friends an amenity-filled vacation at our family-owned, conveniently located Farmhouse Pet Lodge.
At Bay to Beach Builders, we believe your home should reflect your life, dreams, and style. From the foundation to the finishing touches, every detail is designed and crafted just for you. But what makes us different? One defining characteristic is our built-by-hand cabinetry, featuring true Amish craftsmanship with dovetail joints and soft-close hinges. With countless accessories to choose from in our design studios, we ensure every space in your home works beautifully for you. Bay to Beach Builders. Imagine your home. Create your space. Live your life.
It had been an ongoing issue with the ductboard that's underneath the home, a rancid odor, and I said, I'm calling Above and Beyond, and Braden successfully eliminated all this odor. I have no more allergies, no more runny eyes. It's all gone thanks to this air scrubber. This is why I called Above and Beyond. One of the reasons that I went with Above and Beyond Services is because I believe in this product, definitely. It's a lifesaver. I can breathe, I'm so much healthier.
It is 6:55, and here are the things you need to know before you go. Delaware State Police will continue to investigate the cause of a crash at a playground in Stonewater Creek. This is just off of Indian Mission Road in the Long Neck area. When crews arrived, they found a gray Chrysler minivan had crashed into a swing set, but according to the Volunteer Fire Company, that crash happened Monday afternoon around 4:30 p.m.
In Fenwick Island, you'll have to be a little quieter as the town amended its noise ordinance. Two big updates here include how loud people can be and at what times. The town is now limited to 65 decibels or less during the day, 55 or less during quiet hours. And if you wonder how loud that is, there are smartphone apps to determine it. Fines for noise violations set at $200 per offense, and quiet hours now run from 11 p.m. to 8 a.m. That starts an hour earlier.
Tidal Health is hoping to start a new building at its Millsboro campus this spring. On your screen now is the location of where Tidal Health says it is being discussed tonight where that could be located. The Millsboro Town Council will review a site plan, and Tidal Health says it purchased that lot back in 2020, but plans were pushed back due to the pandemic. 4 buildings are planned with everything from primary care to pharmacy and laboratory. Tidal Health says this will be a full-service medical campus with all essential healthcare services except for inpatient beds. And the time is now 6:56. We're going to get another quick look at your forecast because you're probably wondering, is it going to be cold? Is it going to be warm?
That's what I'm wondering. Hey, Bob, I'm thinking we got a bounce back day from those frigid conditions.
Yeah, we were dealing with those frigid conditions, guys, Sunday and Monday, and it will start to warm up today as the winds start to pick up. It's a cold start. We're seeing temperatures in the 30s and 40s out there this morning, but the southerly winds will pick up during the day, and I think we're warming well into the 50s inland, maybe some places touching 60. A little colder at the beaches, those winds getting gusty as we go into the evening hours, over 25 miles per hour. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast. Wednesday is a yellow alert day for later in the day. We could be looking at severe weather. Damaging winds are possible with thunderstorms, maybe an isolated tornado too, with a high of 62, and then drying and cooler and quiet for the end of the week with 50s. Right now, the weekend looking dry with highs in the 50s. Remember, clocks go ahead 1 hour Sunday morning as we go back to daylight saving time, and then warming up into next week, up to 70 by Wednesday and 69 by Thursday. Maybe spring is finally here to stay at that time.
That looks good, Bob. Well, thank you so much for joining us here for Coast TV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Then we'll be back for Coast TV News midday at 11.
And until then, everybody, have a great Tuesday morning.